This is Trucker Wayne
with Driver Solutions.
This is Trucker Wayne with Driver Solutions, with a positive path to trucking success. How's everybody today? Hopefully great. Real quick here, I want to give a shout out to Gerald Johnson for doing these once a month live things. It's awesome. It's been great getting another point of view, especially with someone with almost 30 years in the business. But as promised, I'm coming with you with my almost 4th month as an owner-operator lease purchase program update. I told you I was gonna be honest about everything, and you know what? So far, it's so good. But hey, I wanted to, before I even started that, I just wanted to say to all the people that told me to my face, there were a few who told me online, or they're just holding their breath, waiting for me to fail. I'm still frickin' here. 4 months later. So what I want to talk about a little bit is how prepared you must be when you start a career like this as an owner-operator or an owner-operator lease purchase program. So I started right very end of September. Anyone who's following me knows I've had a few issues. I want to talk about that first. I have went 5 weeks with a paycheck of 0 and another one coming up. It won't be all that much, but let's talk about that. Let's dive deep into that. That might be like, oh my gosh, right? It wasn't oh my gosh, but I tell you what, let's break them down. I don't think you're going to get this anywhere else about why did I go without a paycheck. We all know that I was hit and run during the Thanksgiving Day holiday. The hit and run, along with it being in the holiday, kind of extended the amount of time it took to fix the truck. Thank you very much to Joplin, or the Peterbilt in Joplin. They did such a great job fixing it. But the combination of a brand new truck pulling parts off the line, it was 3 weeks. 3 weeks is 3 weeks. I was ready for that. Had some money accumulated before I got into the business, and had a credit card as well that I set up just for stuff like that, and cash on hand. It was not Pam's fault. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't the lane that I run's fault. It was the guy who hit me's fault, and he took off, right? So let's talk about the other times now. The other time I have 5. This week coming up would make it around 6. It's not going to be all that much. But that was a choice that I made, to take off time during the holidays and be with family. So PAM Cartage Carriers, or PAM Transport, was willing to have me run through the holidays if I chose to do so. That's another reason why I chose to go to PAM for the purchase leases program, owner-op purchase leases program, whatever you want to call it, because they have the ability to keep me running. They have the ability to keep me going if things kind of go south, and that's a big deal. They move a lot of freight, not just on the dedicated lane. So that was a choice by me. So now, okay, so we've already discussed the 3 weeks. It was nobody's fault but the person who hit me. The other 2 weeks, the 11, 12 days off I took off, was my choice. And then as soon as I came off of there, General Motors had shut down one of my trips back and forth on my dedicated lane. They do that, man. It's the holidays. I knew that too. I had a feeling. I've done GM my entire career with PAM on dedicated routes. Things start to pick up, and a lot of times it gets slow. So I had another choice. This is what's great about choices that I've made. This is why I love being an owner-operator now. I have the ability to choose myself. I don't have anybody telling me what I should do or trying to convince me I'm wrong and they're right. So what I did was, when they cut that lane down, they asked, hey, did you want to run, or we'll try to get you another run? I made the choice, again, to sit for that time and wait for the time to show up on the next. So I lost 3 days of driving, but I did not want to get out of sync, because I had a feeling, and this week is actually happening the way I thought it would be, I'd be right back on schedule. When I got into the owner-operator thing, you got to think about Thanksgiving, Christmas, all those kind of things. So if you're thinking about what time to get into this business, that's another thing you got to look into. So I sat for a few days, and my truck got hit again. But that's not slowing me down right now. I do have to get it checked out, because he did hit my side over here, and we want to make sure the alignment's all right. But I will be getting that fixed in due time. I do have to run, and I got to make some money. So, you know, with that being said, how am I surviving? Because I was ready. I was ready before I started this. 6 years, I had money saved up. You know, what would worry me, with that kind of time off, I would have probably, if I had a house payment and everything else, I'm square with PAM, by the way. I've been breaking even, except for those 3 weeks off too. So, you know, being able to stay even is not like I'm going in debt. So that's a big deal. I would have, if I had a house payment, wife and kids, I would have ran through Christmas with that 3 weeks I had down. But I was ready for it. I've had plenty of people tell me I needed to be ready for stuff like that, and I was. And that's made my transition into this owner-operator thing so much better. I tell you what, the freedom, let me tell you something, you guys. The freedom that I have being an owner-operator, making choices what's best for me, what's best for my business is huge. I can tell you, enough driver managers or managers in particular can say I've argued with them about, you know, this is what I want, this is what I want. That's maybe might not jive with the company, what they want. Well, now I'm the company, it's me, me. So all the choices I'm making are for me. And that goes back to the people that said I would fail. I'm not failing 4 months in. And I tell you what, if you're holding your breath, I tell you, it'll be a short trucking career, because I'll be here a year from now and I'll be here 5 years from now. So pretty excited about that. Let's talk. This is a little longer one, 4 months in. I could not have picked a better truck. The 2019 Model 579 Peterbilt. Let's say, why is it such a good move? It was a 12-speed automatic. I have a manual. It's just not a stick. I could drive all day long in manual if I wanted to. I don't. I let the computer do all that stuff. The savings on fuel has been incredible. I cannot say this enough. You guys can say all you want about having that stick and having all that control. I let the computer do the talking, and I got money in my pocket. Another reason why I've been able to survive, because I'm saving so much money on fuel. That is huge, and that money goes directly into my pocket, not the oil company's pocket. So I couldn't ask for a better truck with fuel mileage, with a PACCAR engine. It's huge for the flow below and everything else that comes with it. So let's talk a little bit about the 4 months in this rig. I've been able to spend a lot of time in this machine and not feel all cooped up, because it's a biggest bed I've ever had, and it's set up so nice. So I mean, just all the way around, I couldn't be happier. I've had a few setbacks. I was pretty mad when I got hit the second time, but whose fault is that, you know, right? I mean, the person hitting me fault, but it's not because I'm an owner operator or company driver or anything like that. Those things have, you know, happened to people along the way. And if you've been following my comments, you know, a lot of people have been hit in truck stops. I'm already thinking to myself what I want to do from now on to just limit myself from being in situations like that. Take away the ability for someone to hit me. So I'm thinking what I need to do to help myself not get hit again. I'm just kind of that way. I like to prevent things and just not bitch about them after they happen. So this is my 4 months in. I'll do another one probably at 6 months. But man, it's been a lot of fun. The freedom that I have has been incredible. I don't remember last time I spent 11 days with my parents and family and stuff like that too. So that's a whole different issue of why I love the owner-operator thing so much. I'll come back to you. This is Trucker Wayne with Driver Solutions, with a positive path to trucking success. If you're looking to get into the trucking industry, go to www.truckerwayne.com. It'll filter you through the Driver Solutions website for an easy online application, and you could quickly become a CDL holder and then become a truck driver just like me. Check it out, www.truckerwayne.com, and I'm out.